What if? What if our yeses were yes and our nos no? What if we strove to have our deeds match our words and not intentionally put them at odds? What if, when we fall short of our ideals and standards, we admitted it instead of continually lowering the bar so that we might be glorified? What if, instead of endlessly glorifying ourselves, we acknowledged our endless shortcomings? What if we acknowledged that our highest human standards still fall short of God's standard? What if instead of saying it's impossible, we dusted ourselves off, repented, and tried again? What if instead of worshiping the object of our blessings, we worship the provider of the object? What if instead of loving the gift, we loved the giver? What if instead of worshiping the sun, the moon, and the stars, we worship their maker? What if instead of adoring creation, we adored the Creator? What if we finally acknowledged that we had no hand in being made alive and being conscious? What if we truly acknowledged that our lungs contract and expand with or without our intervention? What if we truly acknowledged that our heart beats blood throughout our body without our help, and often in spite of our poor decisions? What if we finally admitted that creation, that life itself, persists not because of us, but in spite of all we have done to bring it to an end? What if we finally acknowledge that we have no idea what anything truly is? What if we acknowledge that on our own we do not know who we truly are, and therefore do not know our true value? What if we truly acknowledge that what we conclude as facts are merely educated guesses at the true nature of things, because we did not create them, nor were we present at the moment of their inception or their creation? What if we acknowledge the truly complex nature of our world and of us as human beings, and its obvious implications? What if we love the truth more than ourselves and our self-pride? What if, as a building is to its builder, an art piece is to its artist, so is all creation to its creator? What if the Creator was none other than the one we refuse to obey the most? What if the one we vilify, disrespect, and ignore the most is the one we ought to love, reverence, and acknowledge the utmost? What if, in spite of all we continue to say and do to denigrate him, his forgiveness is already available to us? What if he is so merciful and kind that he has already paid the consequences for our misdeeds with his life and his blood? What if all we have to do to partake in his endless mercies is to acknowledge him, to acknowledge all that we have done against him, and submit to him? What if we lived according to his rules and ideas instead of our own? What if we stopped resisting the source of life and opened ourselves to life eternal? What if, like every organization known to man has a head, so is he the head of all? What if God is at the head of all because he created and sustains all? What if he is the same one who came amongst us as Jesus Christ for our salvation, and instead of receiving him and his precious gift, we killed him? What if he will return shortly, this time not to rescue from sin and death, but to put things in their righteous place? What if our only time to seek his boundless forgiveness for disrespecting him, killing him, and corrupting his creation is only before his imminent return? What if, like we were told since the beginning, we actually have to choose to be either for him or against him? What if, unlike what we were taught by the world, we are not merely spectators but active participants? What if the irrefutable proof we demand to acknowledge him and his word is also the moment of his ultimate return and the moment of our destruction, and is therefore too late? What if we're all fools in thinking that we love life, but instead we choose death repeatedly? What if the road to life was in trusting in the one true God, our Father, our Creator, our Savior, rather than trusting in ourselves and in our foolish and blind ways? What if